Hey guys, in this video I will show you an extensive demonstration on SolidWorks automation. Since many people are unaware of the design automation, I'm going to start with a brief introduction. Implementing automation in your regular design task will improve your productivity from 50 to 200%. In simple words, consider if you are doing a design which usually takes 2 months. The same work can be done less than an hour using the automation. And you can automate your design task using any mechanical design softwares like SolidWorks, UGNX, CATIA or AutoCAD. Now let's dive into the demo. This is a pressure vessel. I have created this just for demonstration purpose. The actual pressure vessel will look more complicated, and if we design this pressure vessel manually, it will take almost 2 weeks to complete. Because to design this, we need to follow certain guidelines like ASME boiler regulation, ISO standard, European standard, safety feature and more like this. And that has a lot of engineering calculations. So along with the calculation, sketching, modeling, assemblies, drafting, revision, rework and final delivery, including everything, it will definitely take that amount of time. But I have automated this design using SolidWorks API, where all the design calculations are embedded with this automation tool. Let's see how much time it's taking me to develop this model from scratch to drawing. I'm going to close this file and keep the SolidWorks in a split screen so you will get a better view. This is the automation tool which we developed. This is a portable version in exe file format, and this can be sent to the end user just like this. So the user doesn't have to install any software or plugins in their system. They can also run the tool directly just with a double click on the icon. Just take a closer look of the software. I'm going to run this exe file now, and now you can see that I got an UI popped up along with various input fields and an image. I have made this software like these values are predefined and the user can edit these values based on their requirements. And this image can help the user to understand the input. The user will know what's a tank capacity, but if the user doesn't know what's the shell length, they can refer this image at the bottom. You can see there is something called shell length from this end to this end. So the user can understand they have to input the values of this part in this field like this. We have shell diameter, shell thickness, saddle height, resource path file where the user can decide where to save all the output documents. The user need to click on this browse button, so they will get an option to select the folder to save all these files. They can choose the material, they can choose the standards, they can choose the number of nozzle. Now let's see how the software is working. I'm going to keep this UI side by side for better visual. First, I will add a nozzle. I'm just clicking on this plus button. So when I click on this plus icon, I got one more UI to input the nozzle specifications. I'm going to give the length as 100 and pipe size shall be half an inch for now, and the nozzle distance shall be 200 and the nozzle angle shall be 0 degree for now. So this is what they're trying to say. I'm going to click on create nozzle. Okay, now it's completed. So you can see how fast this part got designed. Let's create one more nozzle. So this time I'm going to give the length as 150 mm and I'm going to give the pipe size as 2 inch and let the distance be 250 and the nozzle angle shall be 90 degree. Now I'm clicking on create nozzle. So now you can see the second nozzle got developed. Let's create one more nozzle. You can see the nozzle number is here. We are creating the third nozzle, so you can see the serial number as 3. For this, the length shall be 150 mm and the pipe size shall be 1 inch and the nozzle angle shall be 0 degree. I'm clicking on the create nozzle. Yeah, we got our third nozzle developed as well. Since we got all the parts and necessary inputs, I'm going to the next part. In this UI, you can see there are a lot of buttons and everything has a different functionality. When I click on the parts, all the components which are required to build this assembly will get developed. And when I click on this assembly, the assembly of this model will be created using the component which it have developed previously. And same way for drawing, if I click on the drawing button, the drawings will be made based on the created assembly. Let's see one by one. I'm going to click on the parts now. The inputs to create all these components will be taken from these fields and embedded design calculations. Let's start. You can see all the components are being created one by one. And now you can see the shell is being developed. Now the first dishette is developing. Now this second dishette is being developed. And now you can see the supports are being developed. You can see multiple selections are being made. Those are applying colors, materials, face IDs. These are for assembly purpose. And now the lifting lug is being created and manhole is the final part. Now all the components are created. Let's click on the assembly. You can see the new assembly template is opened and all the components are imported into the assembly template. You can see how beautifully the assembly is being made. And that's it. The assembly is done now. You can see we have added 3 nozzles, out of which 2 nozzles are placed at 0 degree angle. Those are facing up, and one more nozzle is placed at 90 degree, so it is facing at this side. You can see the assembly is made with reinforcement plates, bolts, fasteners, everything. Even the colors and materials are applied. Now let's see how the drawings are made. The customized drawing template is now opened. You can see all the views are being imported one by one. And that's it. We got the bill of materials, notes, dimension, sectional drawing, everything along with the custom template. We have few more buttons at the bottom, and this button is used to export drawing as PDF. Let's see how this works. First, I will show you the target folder. So in this folder, you can see that there is no PDF created. Let me minimize it and click on the export PDF button. That's it. You can see that there is one new file present in this folder. I'm going to click on this file, and this is the exported PDF drawing. Let's check the next option, which is export as BOM, and if I click on this button, the bill of material of this assembly will be exported in an Excel sheet. Let's check the target folder once. So you can see that there is no Excel file created in this folder. I'm clicking on this export BOM button. Yeah, I think the program is completed now. Now let's check this folder again. You can see there is an Excel file present in this folder, which is the bill of materials. Let's open it. You can see the bill of material have the list in this Excel sheet along with the weight, quantity, part number, everything. Let's close it now. If I click on this close button, all the files that are open in the SolidWorks will get closed. Let's check this. You can see that we have several files like assembly, parts, everything are opened. We have these many files in the system. Now I'm just going to click on the close button. You can see that all the files are closed now. And if I click on the exit program, this UI will get closed. Let's check that. Okay, that's it. And there is one more button. If I click on this exit button, the SolidWorks will get closed. Let's check that. So you can see the SolidWorks is now terminated. That's it. So guys, this is the power of automation. It just took me less than 5 minutes to complete everything. And that too we can deliver all the tasks with 100% accuracy. So based on the industry we work, we can automate anything like cars, aircrafts, industrial evaporators, heat pumps, elevators, anything. This is not only useful for repetitive tasks, even in R&D or in any other innovative projects, this will help you a lot. Also, by automating, the companies can save huge amount of time and human resources, and by this they can definitely save huge amount of money.